Good day everyone. So today we're going to present you our activity entitled Birds on Frenzy. So we have here the situation. One day, your neighbor, an ornithologist, had to leave for the weekend to do a research study. As a trusted friend, he asked if you could make sure that the bird feeder that he has is always filled so that the birds would keep coming back the entire day. If you don't refill it often, the birds would look elsewhere for food. If you fill it too often, you risk of scaring off the birds. So we have here the first question. Um, your neighbor told you that it is important not to fill the feeder too often or to fill the feeder too seldom. So how can you determine how often to fill it? So our answer is there are factors to consider in filling the feeder. It is the number of holes and size of the feeder and its capacity, the number of birds feeding and its frequency, bird consumption, the predators and the feeding place safety, and as well as the spills of food from the feeder. Variables could be the location of the feeder, the holes in the feeder, and the times when it will be empty. And we have here the next question. When you go over first thing in the morning, the bird feeder, which has 4 holes, one pair near the bottom and another pair about the halfway up, is nearly full. You check back 45 minutes later and it's about half full. When do you expect it to empty again? So our answer is from the given illustration, we have here 1 is to unknown is equal to 1/2 is to 45. Then we have 1 over x, which is x is the unknown, and it is equals to 1/2 times 45. So when we're going to multiply 45 times 1 is equals to 45 over x, then is equals to 1/2. Then we're going to multiply 45 by 2, then x is equals to 90. So therefore, after 90 minutes, the bird feeder will be expectedly empty. It is 45 plus 90 is equals to 135, or 2 hours and 15 minutes. It takes 2.5 hours to empty the feeder. Okay, let's proceed to number 3. The situation is you come back 45 minutes later and it's still not nearly empty. Why is that? The birds are still coming by consistently to eat, so they still are hungry. When should you expect the feeder to be nearly empty and ready for you to fill it again? So our answer is it doesn't empty as expected, maybe because it was affected probably by the number of birds that frequently came, might be lessened, and the rate of food consumption. And since it takes 2 hours and 15 minutes to empty the feeder and it is after 90 minutes, that's why it is still not nearly empty after 45 minutes. Okay, let's proceed to number 4. The situation is describe a method for calculating when the bird feeder should be empty. Use mathematical notation if you can. So we have here, so for one feeder, then rate of consumption and time, which is F is equals to RT. In mathematical notation, we have here the equation F is equals to RT, which is the feeder is directly proportional to its rate and time. And we have here in the activity, it takes almost 1/2 in 45 minutes and 1 in 90 minutes to finish one feeder. So we're going to have 1 over 90 times 1/2 is equals to 1 over 180. To get the time it takes, 1 is equals to rate 1 or R1 times time 1 plus rate 2 times time 2. Then let's substitute. So we will have 1 is equals to 1 over 90 times 45 plus 1 over 180 time. Then so 1 is equals to 1/2 plus 1 over 180 time. Then we're going to divide 180 by 2, then the result is 180 divided by 2 is equals to 90. Then therefore the time is 90. Okay, so next is, let's proceed to number 5. So the first morning you get there, you notice that the feeder is about 2/3 full. You wait while and notice that it takes about 30 minutes before the feeder is about 1/3 full. How long will it take before you need to refill the feeder? How long will it take for the feeder to need to be refilled after that? So we have here 2/3 after 1/3 is to 30 minutes. How long will it take to refill? How will it take to refill after? So we're going to, okay, our answer is we're going to have this equation. F is equals to rate 1 times time 1 plus rate 2 times time 2 plus rate 3 times time 3. Then time 1 plus time 2 plus time 3. Then we're going to determine the time 3, which is the equation is time 3 is equals to y is equals to kz times 30, which is time 3 is equals to 2/3 is equals to 1/3 times 30. Then 2/3 divided by 1/3 is equals to 30. Then 2/3 divided by 1/3 is 2, because 3 times 2 equals 6, divided by 3 is equals to 2. Then we have here t is equals to 2 is equals to 30. Then multiplied by 2, the 30 is multiplied by 2. The answer is, we have time 3 is equals to 60. And next is, we're going to determine the time 2, which is the time 2 is already given, rather, sorry. Time 2 is equals to 30 minutes. That is already given. Then we're going to determine the time 1, which is time 1 is equals to 1/3 is equals to 60. Then 60 divided by the 3 is equals to 20, and that is the value of time 1. Then F is equals to time 1 plus time 2 plus time 3. Then 20 plus 30 plus 60 is equals to 110 minutes, or 110 minutes to finish or empty the feeder. So it will take, so after 1 hour and 50 minutes para ma-refill dito siya na bird feeder. Okay, let's proceed to number 6. So we're going to build a mock bird feeder like the one above to test your answers from question number 5. So we're going to answer the question, how well did your mathematical model agree with your physical model? So the general question here is, how should you track your what's this? Findings, and are there certain important events? So our answer is it says that a physical model will have few differences from the mathematical model. As a physical model might be there's just approximation, unlike the mathematical models that formulas and equation are used in analyzing data. Then number 7, we're going to write a mathematical description of how to determine how quickly the bird feeder will empty. So we have here one feeder represents as F, and rate and time will be the variable used to determine the time, which is rate is R and time is T. So we're going to have this equation, F is equals to RT, depending on the condition given, it's either halfway or 1/3. So the equation will be F is equals to rate 1 times time 1 plus rate 2 times time 2 plus rate 3 times time 3. Okay, then number 8. So can you generalize the description above? Are your answers from questions number 4 and 7 similar? How so? Number 8, so our answer is the item 4 to 7 undergone the same process as it takes on finding the time taken by birds to empty the bird feeder. Using the equation, F is equals to RT in determining time. So, one feeder is equals to time 1 plus time 2 with the given conditions. Okay, let's proceed to number 9. So, number 9, you and 3 of your friends are making crafts for a charity sale. All of you work on Saturday and make 180 in all. On Sunday, only 2 of you can work. How many can you expect to have ready for the sale on Monday morning? So let's have 4 is equals to 180 crafts. Wherein let P be the person and C be the crafts and D be the number of days. So P is equals to 4 and C is equals to 180. That is the given. And we're going to determine how many can you expect to have ready for the sale on Monday morning. So we have here the equation is what is this? So we are going to have 4 is equals to K 180, wherein K is the constant. So we're going to divide 4 by 180. Then we're going to have K is equals to 1 over 45. So the constant here is 1 over 45. Then we're going to determine kung ilan yung magagawang craft sa ng dalawang person lang. So the equation here is P is equals to KC. Then we're going to substitute wherein P is 2 and then K is 1 over 45. Then we have 2 is equals to 1 over 45 times C. Then divide by 1 over 45. So 2 over 145. Then we have C is equals to 2 times 45 is equals to 90. Then therefore 90 crafts will be made for 2 person. And then 180 plus 90 is equals to 270 crafts is ready for the sale on Monday morning. Number 10. There is another charity sale on Saturday. You will make a new type of craft this time. You plan your schedule so that on Monday, 5 of you work, 4 work on Tuesday, 3 work on Wednesday, 2 work on Thursday, and only you make the new craft on Friday. There are 360 crafts done by the end of Tuesday. How many crafts do you expect will be done for the sale? So we have here the illustration. The Monday is equals to 5 work, Tuesday is equals to 4 work, Wednesday is equals to 3 work, Thursday is equals to 2 work, and Friday is equals to 1 work, which have the total 15 works for 5 days. So we have here the given 360 crafts done by the end of Tuesday. Therefore, 9 works is the sum of the Monday and Tuesday works, which is equal to 360 crafts. Then let be the W is equals to works and C is the crafts, and therefore we're going to find 15 works, which is the unknown. Then let's find the constant here. So we're going to have 9 is equals to K times 360. Then divide both side by 360. So K is equals to 9 over 360. Pag kinonvert siya gamit yung calculator or calculator, the answer is 0.025. So the constant is 0.025. So in finding the number of graphs in 15 works, so we're going to have the equation is 15 works is equals to constant times C, which is the constant is 0.025. So let's divide both side by 0.025. 15 over 0.025, pag kinonvert siya is magiging 600 siya. So therefore the crafts will be 600 ang magagawa ng ng 15 works in 5 days. So the proof here is, we have here the proof for 360 crafts done by the end of the Tuesday and Monday. So pag in-substitute natin siya, halimbawa sa Monday 5, so gamit yung formula. So we have here the tawag nito, work is W is equals to KC. Tapos pag sinubstitute na siya, halimbawa sa Monday 5 work siya, so 5 is equals to, ang constant niya is 0.025 times the crafts. So magiging pag dinivide na siya, so 5 over 0.025 pag kinonvert siya is 200. Then sa Tuesday naman, 4 is equals to 0.025C. Pag dinivide naman siya, 4 over 0.025 is magiging 160. Pag in-add siya is 200 plus 160, and Monday and Tuesday magiging 360 siya. Kaya siya kumbaga proven man gyapon siya an equation naman na nahimo. Then we have here, let's continue sa Wednesday. Ganun din, 3 na lang yung works, then is equals to 0.025 times C, then divide 3 over 0.025, magiging 120 ang crafts na magagawa sa Wednesday. Then sa Thursday, 2 na lang yung works, is equals to 0.025 times C, tapos divide by the 2 works by 0.025, the answer is 80. So proceed naman tayo sa Friday. 1 na lang yung work, tapos is equal siya sa 0.025 times the crafts, then divide 1 by 0.025, the answer is 40 crafts. So pag in-add na siya tanan, magiging 200 plus 160 plus 120 plus 80 plus 40, the answer is 600, which is makikita natin sa una natin, which dun sa 15 works ang answer natin na kanina. So tama yung answer natin, kaya tama yung equation for me, for us, for our groups. So we have here number 10, in 15 days, in 5 days, sorry for the typographical error here. So in 5 days with 15 works, there are 600 total of crafts done for the sale. So let's proceed to number 11. We're going to describe using words and mathematical notation how you obtain your answers. Our answer is, for us to get the rate which the total number of crafts done in the certain work days, we use the crafts number of works or work days as variable. That would the rate works over crafts is equals to K. Okay. Number 12. Are the bird feeder problems related to the craft problems? If so, describe the relationship. Is the mathematics involved similar? Why or why not? Our answer is, bird feeder problem is related to craft problem as both depend on the rate. Both deals with finding the rate. Yan. Then number 13. You are starting a weekend landscaping business. After the first day, you only finish 25% of the weekend's work. How many friends do you need to hire for tomorrow to help you make sure all the work gets done on time? So we have here the illustration and the solution. 1 person, then 1 day is equals to 25% of the weekend's work. Then we're going to use the equation here. So 1 is equals to K times 0.25, which is pag convert na yung yung percent into ano na nga decimal. Yes, decimal. So, magiging 1 is equals to k times 0.25. Then, we're going to divide 1 over 0.25. The answer is 4. So, k is equals to 4, which is the constant. And number of worker is equals to k times day. Then, the day here is 1 day. So, therefore, the constant multiplied by the day, 4 times 1 is equals to 4. We need 4 friends to hire for tomorrow to help to make sure all the works get done. Then, number of worker is equals to k times day, which is 4 is the number of worker and 4 is the constant. So, 4 is equals to 4 times the day. Then, divide both side by 4. Then, d is equals to 4 because 4 divided by 4 is equals to 1. So, we're going to have 1 day for this 4 workers need to hire. Yes. Let's proceed to number 14. How is question 13 above similar to the bird feeder and craft problems? How is it different? What mathematical ideas, if any, are similar? Did you use similar methods? Very short lang yung answer namin dito. So, our answer is, it also deals with the rate. Very simple. Okay, let's proceed to number 15. What other types of problems use methods similar to those used above? Make up and solve a problem that says those methods. So, yung napili namin is, we have here, Lauren and Ricky are driving toward each other at a rate of 40 miles per hour and 50 miles per hour respectively. If they are currently 360 miles apart, how many hours will it take for them to pass each other? So we have here the equation, or the formula rather, distance equals rate times time, which is dl for the distance of Lauren and dr for the distance of Ricky. dl is equals to 40t and dr is equals to 50t. Then we have here the equation, dl plus dr is equals to 360, which is, we're going to substitute. We have here the 40t plus 50t is equals to 360. Then 40 plus 50 is equals to 90. So we have 90t is equals to 360. 360 divided by 90, the answer is, time is equals to 4 hours for them to pass each other. And the distance, rate, and work problem is d is equals to rate times time. Okay. Let's proceed to number 16. What are the types of units and used in the problems above? If you know the unit needed in the answer of a problem, can that help you determine how to solve it? Explain. Our answer is, there are many. No. Sorry again for the typographical error. We have there the units are miles and hours. So the unit helps to determine either a certain formula needs to be rearranged or not. It is a leading point to come up with accurate formula to be used in a given problem. So nga naman, kasi ano pa yung purpose ng ng pag-solve mo kung wala namang hindi naman kompleto or hindi ginagamitan ng units. Kumbaga, the units help us to be able to follow the process on solving a mathematical equation or a given formula or a given problem rather. So again, introducing our group, the Blazing Mathliners. So yours truly, Rodel Obligar, Lina Fernandez, Jusal Cinco, Jean Compression, and Elaine Mariel Mendoza. Thank you for listening.